Welcome back to Stubbs Aquatics. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite fish, that being barbs. And the reason why I chose barbs, or I would recommend that you choose barbs for your aquarium. Now, I'm not knocking any other species out there, because there's some beautiful fish out there. You know, ranging from discus to, African, South American, and Central cichlids, to everything in between, including tetras, live bears. There's just so many to choose from. But this is why I chose barbs. See, my water's pretty hard. And for the most part, I'd rather not heat my water. And, well, barbs they're a cypridae. They're generally a cooler water species. And the fact that I heat one room, now I heat it to about 21 degrees Celsius, which is, give or take, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, plus or minus one. And if I had my fish upstairs, I wouldn't heat it at all. But being it's in the basement, it gets pretty cool, especially in the winter. So I chose barbs. And another reason I chose barbs is, well, I've been really getting into planted tanks. See, the tank behind me now is a very heavily planted tank, which I have to thin out. And for the most part, most barbs don't eat plants. There are exceptions to that, being tinfoil barbs, rosy barbs, which will just decimate your plants, but the ones in behind me don't. One of the other reasons I chose barbs, well, is because they're hardy. They came from the cypridae family, which are your minnows and carp. As many of you know, I do have koi, and I do have shabunkin goldfish. Well, they're in the same genus as that, and they're a relatively hardy fish. In fact, I take these guys out in the summer here in Canada, where I let them breed out there. They clear up any type of mosquitoes, so they're excellent fish for someone with a small pond, or someone that sets up a temporary pond, let's say in the UK, and they don't want to have goldfish or koi. Barbs are great for you because of your moderate temperatures in the summer. They can survive that. They can get down into the low teens in Celsius during your cool nights. They're just a great fish. Or if you're in the south, you could keep them in ponds all year round. You know, in Georgia or Florida, or even the southern portion of Texas. I'm sure you could get away with having them all year round, and they would be perfect because they're a cool fish. They interact with you. It's easy to hand feed them. They're not a shy fish at all. Well, unless they get spooked. And they're constantly moving. Now, that being said, if you have a quieter species, I wouldn't suggest you put them in there with barbs, simply because barbs, well, as you can see behind me, they're constantly on the move, which is great to watch. You know, it's not that the fish is going to be stuck in one spot, but they're swimming in unison generally. They're definitely a school fish, and that really holds my interest. You know, yes, I contemplating getting tetras because they're a great schooling fish. Like, neons or bloodfin tetras or black tetras or any, so many, like black skirt tetras, you name it. I would love to have nothing but emperor tetras, but I really wanted something nice and hardy. Many already know this tank, the one I refer to as Barb City. And it's just one peaceful tank. Sure, there are some disagreements amongst fish of their own kind, as in rubies will see who's boss with the ruby barbs, and so will the tigers. But they're not picking on each other. You look around, there's no fish with tears in them or missing fins. they're just a cool species. I try to keep a lot of the barbs together that would naturally be together and will school up. I'm going to show you one of my favorite species, that being, well, Odessa's of course, but my other favorite species, that being the Aurelius barb. There's also some mascara barb in there and white cloud mountain minnows. The white clouds are in no danger from these relatively large barbs, but they're just a great schooling fish. When one moves, they all move. And boy, are these guys ever active feeders when they eat. Did I mention they're fast too? I can watch these guys literally for hours, and often do. With barbs, there's just so many. From these gold barbs to rosy barbs that I have mixed with goldfish. Yes, with goldfish. And the Gara that's in here, well, they're part of the same family. That being the Cypridae family. And the Daniels, you know, same family. Now, my true favorite fish of all are these Odessas. Just an amazing schooling fish that, well, they get along with so many others. They breed so well outside. You'll have as many as you'll ever need just by setting up a proper breeding area for them outside or inside. Outside is just so much easier and so much less work. And you'll have literally hundreds of them. And no worry about trying to get rid of them. They do sell quick. Did I mention how colorful barbs can be? Again, this is why I chose barbs. Just because, well, I think they're beautiful. I think they're very colorful. I like the movement. That they're not stuck in one spot, or they're not guarding a spot and that's where they stay for the day. And it's just something that I like, and I just wanted to share the reasons why I like them. And again, I'm not knocking anyone else's fish, because God knows I love all fish. Marine, freshwater, brackish, I like them all. But this works best for me. And that's why I chose to have barbs. And that could change in time. Kind of doubt it, but it could. Nah, it's not going to. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to hit that thumbs up button. Think about subscribing and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Take care. I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.